Today's question comes from Connie in Pennsylvania. I've been at my job now for 3 years. It's a job I enjoy, but every time I try to get a promotion, I keep getting passed up. I'm at a loss, and it feels as if my job doesn't care how hard I work. Many years ago, I went to school for massage therapy, but I never pursued it. I'm not sure if I'm even interested in pursuing it because it's been so long. Do you have any suggestions on next steps for me? Well, we've got two questions here within the question. The first question is, if I had you on the air, I'd want to know if you sat down with leadership and asked them for some real good 360-degree feedback from your peers, from them, as to why you're not moving up the ladder. What can you do better? And really dive in and find out, is it a healthy culture like Ramsey Solutions, where if you do a good job, you know your role, and you accept your role, and you maximize it, you're going to get an opportunity to move up here.
And if you're not, we're going to tell you.
That's right. And then you have something to do. So you need to I'd like to know more about what you do know and then what you're doing about it. Now, the second half of the question.
Yeah, you could be doing the wrong thing and working real hard at it.
That's exactly right.
You talked about hard work. Hard work is a good thing, but it's not the only thing.
That's exactly
hard,
right.
Effective work that creates results and doesn't piss everybody in the proximity off in the process.
That's right.
That's a promotable event.
That's exactly
If you're making everybody mad in the process, or you're working hard on the wrong thing, or you're working really hard but there's no results from it because you're doing it poorly, even though you've got a lot of sweat, there's nothing happening here.
Well,
you can sweat and not score touchdowns.
That's right. Now, here's the other thing. You could also be working really hard. They can notice and appreciate the hard work, but you might be putting yourself up for a promotion that you don't have the talent to actually pull off. Sometimes our eyes can be bigger than our belly. You know, the idea of going for something that you may not be a good fit for. And so that's why we teach on the Ken Coleman Show the sweet spot, where you use what you do best, talent, to do work that you love to do to produce a result that matters. So we don't know here
I think talking through with leadership is the big issue.
That's where you got to start.
Yeah.
You got to know where you stand and why you stand. Now, the second half of the question is, I pursued massage therapy. But I went to massage therapy school. I did not pursue it. How do I know, Ken, if it's something I should do? And this is why I wrote the book, The Proximity Principle, which says, in order to do what you want to do, get around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. Now, in this case, you use the proximity principle to validate whether or not you really want to do it. And I call it clarify and verify. So you're going to be talking to successful. What I mean by that is they've been employed a while and they enjoy massage therapy. You got to talk to those people. And it's like doing a college or high school term paper. Ask everything about the day, favorite parts of the day, the part of the day they don't like, how they got there, what do they do to stay active and thrive in the role. And when you get that information, Dave, that's the clarify. Your brain processes it, and then your heart's either going to go ding, 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 or and that's what you have to do. You've got to really talk to somebody, multiple people, and learn about the work, and your heart and head will combine in that situation, and you're going to know whether or not you should pursue that.
I'll give you an example. I have a friend that hears me. I mean, always when I get a call from someone in the nursing field, I'm always bragging on them because it's a wonderful field in terms of opportunity. You can work as much as you want to work. You can make good money. There's always a shortage. And so it's a wonderful field to go into in terms of that. She was thinking of going to nursing school in her 30s. And I said, well, Ken Coleman says go shadow for the day. Just go be like a college intern and go hang out with a nurse all day long. Now, this was pre-pandemic. But she goes and hang out. She goes, it's gross. I said, I didn't want to do that. But all the idea of being a nurse and being helpful and kind and healer and all that kind of thing was very appealing. But when she saw what the day-to-day job involved, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
That's right.
And I was like, well, it was a one day well spent rather than going to nursing school and then discovering that.
So true. One day, clarify and verify. And for those people who want to kind of kick the tires on that talent, passion, mission, those 3 gifts from your creator that'll help you find your sweet spot, Dave, we have a free resource at kencoleman.com called the Career Clarity Guide, and it's free, and it'll walk them through step by step what I just kind of quickly went through, and you get a lot of clarity as to some potential jobs in your sweet spot, because there are multiple career paths, and then you do what we just described, and you'd be surprised how quickly you can get clear, and then you're confident to step out.
You could be real clear on what your mother wants you to do, but that's not helpful.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
You could be real clear on what makes a lot of money, but that's not helpful. What you need to be clear on is what you're designed to do when you're here. KenColeman.com. It's a free resource, and it's called, again, what?
The Career Clarity Guide.
Career Clarity Guide. Those of you on YouTube are looking right at it. Okay.